What's good, y'all? It's TJ the DJ here at Pop Austin Media. Welcome to the first episode of the Killer Report. This episode is going to be about the Lady Bird Lake, aka the Rainey Street serial killer. So if y'all haven't heard already, there's been a string of suspicious drownings here in Austin, Texas, that I guess apparently have been going on since 2008. So we don't know if they're related to what's going on right now, but kind of seems like it. So it started with Rayad Hamid, an Austin peace activist. And so I'm going to read y'all a little something from the Austin Chronicle. And so apparently the initial investigation reflects that Hamid appears to have committed suicide. And it says Hamid has been reported missing by his family on Monday night, April 14th, and partially by means of cell phone GPS searched by his wife. His car was found Tuesday afternoon in a parking lot off South Lakeshore Boulevard on the south side of Lady Bird Lake. A land and water search turned up nothing more, but a little after 2 p.m. on Wednesday, passerbys on a hike and bike trail on the opposite, which was the north side of the lake, just east of I-35 bridge, spotted a body floating near the shore. Hamid's eyes were covered in duct tape. Hamid's eyes were covered in duct tape. His legs and his eyes were also bound, fueling internet amplified rumors that he had been murdered. So that's already something off the bat that's just like super crazy. Like if they're trying to be like, oh, it's a suicide. How is it a suicide if he has duct tape and has his legs and his hands like bounded like that? That's suspicious. Like, is it not? It is. So that was just the first one. And then it continued to go. So this was May 9th of 2008. And then they had another one June 1st of 2008, which was an unidentified body. And then another in January 14th of 2012, which was another unidentified body found in Lady Bird Lake. Then June 10th, 2015, another body was found, and it was identified as a missing UNT student. And this is just the beginning. And then June 3rd of 2017, another body was found of a missing swimmer. And then June 16th, a few days later, another body was found. Then June 14th of 2018, another body was found. August 15th of 2018, another man's body was found floating in Lady Bird Lake. Then October 11th of 2018, another body was found, which was identified as a Minnesota man who had recently gone missing. And then November 27th, 2018, another body was found, which was a missing tech graduate. And this is just 2018. Like, we have not even got into the ones that are going on like right now. So let's keep going. May 9th. 2019, another man was apparently swept away by the water and was found in Lady Bird Lake. Then it seems to stop happening from 2019 to July of 2022. He just like goes dormant. And I say, I don't mean he, just whoever it is, because I do think that it is a killer. I think there's no way that there's just this many suspicious drownings. But there's been a lot of speculation, like, did he move in with someone? Does he have a spouse? Did he have to move in with his family because of the pandemic? Because from, like, why else would you stop during the pandemic? I understand also that not a lot of people were going out, but Rainey Street was not closed. A lot of the bars were not all of them were closed. So it just seems a little fishy to me. Like, I don't know. Too much. So then they find another body July 14th, 2022, and that's when they start again. Then it goes to July 14th of 2022. Then December 11th of 2022. Then December 19th. So mind you, this is already 4 so far. Then another one was found on Christmas on the 25th. and then another one on the 28th. So and that was the second body that was found within a week. Like, that is 5 bodies suspiciously found in the lake in just 1 year. Like, that's not common. I'd understand maybe if we had like these crazy currents or something. Like, no, it's not like that. There's someone out here who's really trying to murder these people and just be like a crazy serial killer. I just cannot. So in the last 3 months of 2023, 4 bodies have been found already in Lady Bird Lake near Rainey Street. So the first one was February 13th, Jason John, age 30, and he was missing for 8 straight days until they found him. Again, if you're in the lake, like, and you just fell in one night, wouldn't they find you the next day? There's people who jog right when the sun comes up. There's no way that I just feel like he was not in the water. And then another body was found March 5th. Clifton Axtell, age 40, was missing 9 days. And he was last seen, he was last seen around Stubbs. Yeah. So this was another part downtown. It was found in the lake. He left his wife and his 2 kids. Again, missing 9 days. It's just really crazy. Next one was April 1st. Jonathan Honey, age 33. He was missing for about 1 to 2 days before he was found. His family said that no, the law enforcement was not helping. 48 hours passed, no help. And he was last seen at a food truck on Rainey Street at about 2 a.m. And the most recent person found was found April 15, John Christopher Hayes Clark, who was age 30, also who was missing for a couple of days and was found. So clearly, after this many deaths, you start to see the pattern in the victims. They've all been men. They've all been seen like out downtown, and they're all in that younger middle-aged kind of age group. They all have brown hair. Like, there's a pattern at this point. Like, even us as commoners, we're like, what is going on? Where are the investigators at? Because why are we profiling someone and y'all haven't let us know, like, hey, y'all need to be careful. There's potentially someone who's out here and y'all need to be safe. And so APD has said there's no evidence of any foul play from any of the incidents. They've all just been considered drownings. They say the common theme is a combination of alcohol and just easy access to the Lady Bird Lake. That's it. That is the only statement. And when reporters go and ask them, I even saw video where they were like, no, like their answer, they're just not giving us any information. Like, how are you not giving us information of how to be safe in the city we live in?
When we can and when it's appropriate to draw conclusions that some of them might be related, we would, believe me, we would be passing that information along to the public very promptly.
Like, come on. No. And is Rainey Street shut down, or is there any more police, law enforcement that are down there? I don't think so. Really not. So it's just a lot, and I can only imagine how the family members feel, and them hearing that there's no foul play and all this extra stuff. Like, they're definitely skeptical that is not the case. Like, there definitely has to be more to the story and more that they're not telling, not only us, but them. And they definitely deserve to hear the truth. So there's also Mitchell Gutierrez. He's the brother of Martin Gutierrez, a victim from 2018, who was also found dead in Lady Bird Lake. So his brother, Mitchell, has been heavily on the media and speaking against law enforcement and trying to further the safety measures in Lady Bird Lake. And he's been pushing for surveillance.
The families recently sat down with state leaders to discuss the idea of lights and cameras on the trail. Mitchell says he hasn't heard much pushback, only from environmentalists claiming it's not safe.
As much as I love, the environment, trees, birds, and everything, it's not worth a human life.
Since 2018, and they still haven't put any cameras up. I just do not understand that. His brother was ruled out as a drowning, but the autopsy showed that he had a contusion on the back of his head. And they're just like, oh, well, he must have fallen on something. Like, that just sounds like so fishy. It's just too fishy to me. And there's been at least 18 people who have mysteriously drowned in Lady Bird Lake since 2018. You see, they're not putting them as in connection to this one, but that's just people in general who have drowned, and y'all are not taking initiative and putting surveillance cameras, you know, putting some more lights, just lights in general, because it gets dark out there. Like, if someone's walking down there, which they shouldn't be, let's be honest, no one needs to be out there at late times. But if you are, the least they could do is, like, have some light to let you see. But if there was cameras, then we would have caught the killer. We would have caught whoever is doing this. Or we would have at least known maybe they did fall. But that does not seem like the case. So there's also this Facebook group. If y'all haven't already heard about it, y'all go and look it up. It's the Lady Bird Lake Rainey Street Killer. And so it's gained over 80,000 members, including myself, because I am on there, of course. But everyone posts like their theories, updates, and also possible encounters with the killer. Like, I saw one the day before yesterday that this guy also, he was putting some stuff into his truck or something, and some guy just like kept like antagonizing him, like, hey, like asking him for questions, asking him like for a ride and all this. And it was dark, and he just like felt so uncomfortable that he just like was trying to like go quickly, and then he felt bad and was like, I put myself in a really crappy situation and I shouldn't have been there, especially knowing what's going on. But again, you know, it is on you, yes. But if the police and law enforcement is not putting that on you, like, hey, you need to look out, then I don't know, sometimes people think like, hey, they're just asking for a ride. Maybe they just need directions. And you never know who they really are, what their real intention is. So you just really have to be safe. Like, it's really scary out here. And then another theory is if they're getting roofied at the bars. Like, are they getting roofied? Is it a bartender who's involved? Is it a group? Is it a team? There's so many theories. They're also suggesting that it might be a copycat killer to the smiley face killer. They think it could be the same murderer that's been murdering since 2008. They think that it might be one that started in 2015. There's so many theories. And what do we need? We need the truth. So APD, please put out them autopsies, or, you know, just at least, you know, give the family some closure and make sure the citizens of Austin are safe. You know, the faster we catch this killer, the faster everyone can not feel so scared to go out and live their lives. Let's see. So yeah, like I said, we are still waiting for surveillance cameras to be put up around Lady Bird Lake and around that area. And so far they've put like a gate on the boat ramp and some tape, and just encourage people to stay away from the park, you know, because it closes at 10 p.m. But at this point, we should be doing a little bit more than just putting a gate up. And it was a little gate and some tape. If people don't respect tape on a crime scene, let alone tape on a little gate, you know? So it's just a lot. But thankfully, the people are coming together, and maybe the Facebook groups, and just speaking about these encounters that y'all are having downtown and on Rainey Street, then y'all can connect, you know, the killer, or even someone who's just potential, or just save someone, because there's also just some weirdos out there. But like I said, if the police won't give the people the information they need, then maybe the citizens investigating might find more helpful information, and yeah, get to the point faster and find this person who is doing this, because I honestly do not believe that people are just drowning. But yeah, too much. But so that was our first episode. Let us know what y'all think in the comments. If y'all have any more information, make sure you DM us, message us. And also, if you really have encountered them, call APD. Give them your statement. Help us catch the Rainey Street, a.k.a. the Ladybird Lake Killer. We appreciate y'all tuning in to Pop Austin Media. I'm your girl, TJ the DJ, signing out.